Well, hey everybody, Mr. E's back with you, and in this video we're going to be working through some of the IXL practice skills that you have been assigned. So we are in 7th grade math. We're working on circles, and we're going to go ahead and start right here with central angles of a circle. All right, so hopefully you had a chance to watch the video I made about the central angles of a circle. All right, and in that video I talked about the fact that if you work all the way around a circle, it is a total of 360 degrees. 360 degrees all the way around. So you'll see in this circle right here, they've divided it into 3 parts. We've got 150 for the first one, and we've got 70 for the second one, and the third one is unknown, right? That's the one we don't know. So let's add the two that we do know together. 150 plus 70, that's going to give me 220 degrees. Well, if all the way around is 360 and I take away what I know, 220, well, when I do that, I get 140 degrees left. So this unknown angle is 140 degrees, which makes sense because if you look, it's just about the same size as that one. That one is 150 degrees. So let me go ahead and put in my 140 there. Alrighty, next question. Here we go. This one right here, again, they've divided into 3 sections. Our first one is 170. Our second one is 90 degrees. By the way, remember, a 90-degree angle is called a right angle, just telling you. All right, you add those two together, 0. 17 plus 9 is 26. That tells me I have 260 degrees total. Well, it's 360 all the way around, minus 260 that I have, making for a nice, clean 100 degrees that is left, which of course makes sense because if we came straight down, that would be 90 degrees, right? But it's just a little bit bigger than 90. So 100 is a great answer for that question, and it is correct. All right, let's skip up to the next level, see if they have anything more challenging. Oh my goodness, instead of 3 sections, now they have 4 sections. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add what they gave us, 70 plus 85 plus 145. We're going to add those together. All right, 5 plus 5 is 10, carry the 1. 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20, carry the 2. Oh, and I get a nice, clean, even 300 degrees. Well, 360 minus 300, that's going to give me 60 degrees. All right, so this angle here is 60 degrees, which again makes sense. There's 70 over here. It's a little smaller than 70, a little smaller than 85. We get 60 degrees. By the way, it is okay to use a calculator if you need to. It's just that they've been giving us numbers that really aren't too bad to add up. All right, let's see here. Let's go all the way up. Oh, all right, they took the circle away on this one. But it's still going to be all the way around is still 360. So even if I don't put a circle on it, know that if I go all the way around, that's still 360 degrees. Okay? All right, so what did they give us? They gave us 147.8, and they gave us 120.1. We're going to add those two together. Let's see, I've got a 9, I've got a 7, I've got a 6, and I've got a 2. So I have 267.9 degrees, and I need to do 360 minus 267.9. All right. Okay, at this point, just to show you that it's all right, I'm going to go ahead and put that in my calculator. 360 minus 267.9. And when I do that, I get 92.1 degrees. Okay, so if that's 92.1 and I add all those together, I should get 360. And again, if you turn your head sideways, you could see that that angle is really close to 90 degrees. So 92.1 is a very reasonable answer. All right, so this is the same kind of thing. I would add those 3 together, subtract it from 360 and get my answer. All right, I'm going to skip to the next skill. Our next skill that we're going to be looking at is going to be finding the area of a circle. So AA skill 5, here we go. All right, the area of a circle, again, hopefully you got a chance to watch my other video where I talked about finding the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared, or if they give you the diameter, it's going to be pi times the diameter divided by 2 squared. But again, my recommendation to you is just always find the radius. If they don't give you the radius, find the radius and then use this formula here. And they are asking us to use 3.14 for pi. So my radius is 2. So my formula is going to be 3.14 times 2 squared. All right, and again, I recommend using a calculator for these. Here we go. 3.14 times 2 squared. And the answer I get is 12.56. And it's going to be square kilometers or kilometers squared. I was looking to see if they wanted us to round. It doesn't say anything about rounding. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 12.56. And there we go. All right, let me skip up to another problem here. All right, same idea. The radius now is 3. All right, our formula again is pi times the radius squared. All right, so I'm going to do 3.14 times 3 squared. So I'm going to go back to my handy-dandy calculator. 3.14 that I'm using for pi. Last time we did 2 squared. This time we're doing 3 squared. And I get 28.26. All right, so it's 28.26 square kilometers. 28.26 square kilometers. Remember, area is measured always in square units. Okay, so this time, instead of giving us the picture, they give us the value of the radius of 7. So I'm just going to go directly here. This one would be 3.14 times not 2 squared, not 3 squared. This time it would be 7 squared, giving me 153.86. All right. Again, they did not tell us to round at all. All right, now, good. This is what I was hoping for. Now they say the diameter of a circle is 18 millimeters. Okay, so let me make a quick little circle here. All right, there's my circle. Let me go ahead and draw a diameter across it. All right, so now they're telling us that the diameter, remember, a diameter goes all the way across. The diameter is 18. Well, if the diameter is 18, then what would the radius be? If the diameter is 18, then the radius is going to be half of that, so r is equal to 9. So if they give you the diameter, find the radius, and the radius is 9. So now I'm going to go back to my calculator. Again, everything, take a look. You could see exactly what we've been doing. 3.14 times. All right, I'm not going to put in 18 because 18 was the diameter. I'm going to put in 9. 9 squared, and I'm going to get 254.34. 254.34. Just a reminder, it is square units, so it's square millimeters. All right, let me skip up, see what they got here. Radius is 46 yards. Okay, again, just not any more difficult. They told us the radius, 3.14 times 46 squared. There we go. What do we get? 6644.24. 6644.24 square yards. All righty. Now one more with diameter, and then we will call it a day. All right, so if they gave us that the diameter is 76, the radius is going to be 76 divided by 2. All right, so if you take half of 70, you get 35. Half of 6 is 2, so it's 38. So the radius is 38 yards. So again, here we go. Same thing every time. 3.14 times, but now we're using 38 yards for our radius. We make sure that we square it. And what do we get? 4 4534.16. 4534.16 square yards. Ka-chow. All right, we have one more skill we're going to work on, and that is circles word problem. So that is right here. We are on AA7. Okay, they're going to give us some different problems. We just got to read the problem and figure out what they're asking us to do so we can do it. All right, the button on Braden's coat has a radius of 4 millimeters. What is the button's area? All right, well, guess what? That's just what we've been doing. All right, area is pi times the radius squared. So whether it's a button or a clock or any other round object, we're going to do pi times the radius squared. So pi times 4 squared. Back to our handy-dandy calculator, 3.14 times 4 squared is going to give me 50.24. And again, no rounding. That was, so I'm just going to put in exactly what I got, 50.24 square millimeters. All right, Vicky bought a pepperoni pizza. It was served on a metal tray with a radius of 3 inches. What is its area? Okay, that's going to be the same thing. Let me skip and see if they have a different type of problem here. All right, Eddie's old pot-bellied stove has a long stovepipe. The rim of the stovepipe has a diameter of 12 inches. What is the rim's radius? All right, here we go. So they gave us that the diameter is 12 inches, and they want to know what the radius is. Well, remember, all right, 2 radiuses equal a diameter, or 1 radius is a diameter divided by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is simply going to be 6 inches. 6 inches. There we go. All right, what do they have for us at the next level jumping up? All right, Duncan attaches his A-plus test to the refrigerator. Good for Duncan, with a circular magnet. Out of curiosity, he measures the magnet and calculates it as a diameter of 36. What is its area? Okay, so if the diameter is 36 millimeters, we need to know the radius. The radius is going to be 36 divided by 2, which is going to be 18 millimeters, okay? And the area is going to be pi times the radius squared, all right? So we've done a bunch of these now. 3.14 times 18 squared is going to give me 1017.36. All right, 1017.36. Whoops. Sorry. Let's try this again. Okay, 1017.36, I believe, is what we had. Square millimeters. All right, last one. What do they have for us here? If we jump up to the next level. All righty, last question. After measuring a circular lollipop, Mason calculates it as a circumference. What is the lollipop's area? Okay, well, here's one that's a little bit tricky. Okay, so they tell us that the circumference is 75.36 millimeters, and they want to know what the area is. Well, we've been doing problems where we say that the area is pi times the radius squared. So what do we need to know? We need to know r, right? But they didn't give us r, they gave us the circumference. Well, the circumference is equal to, remember, pi times 2 times the radius. Pi times 2 times the radius. So we did this earlier. You may or may not remember. If we divide by pi times 2, it will give us the radius. So that radius that we need to know, circumference divided by pi times 2 is equal to the radius, okay? Circumference divided by pi times 2 is equal to the radius. And if you're doing another problem where they give you the circumference and they ask you for the diameter, the circumference divided by pi is equal to the diameter. So these are a couple formulas you should add to your other formula list. Finding the radius from the circumference and finding the diameter from the circumference. If they give you the circumference and ask you for the area, you need to find that radius. All right, so here we go. So my circumference is 75.36. I'm going to divide that by pi, which is 3.14 for our purposes, times 2, and that will give me my radius. Okay, so I'm going to go to my handy dandy calculator. I'm going to clear out everything we've done. All right, I'm going to put 75.36, and then I'm going to divide it, but I'm going to put parentheses because I'm dividing it by, I'm not dividing it by 3.14, I'm dividing it by 3.14 times 2. So do you see how I want to divide by two things here? Since I want to divide by that product, I put that product in parentheses. When I do that, I get an answer of 12. All right? So R is equal to 12. But they didn't ask us for the radius. They asked us for the area. All right, so here we go. So now I'm going to do the area, which is pi times radius squared. What was our radius? It was 12. Pi times 12 squared is 452.16. All right, 452.16. Put that baby in there. And there we go. There we go. Wonderful we are. All right, so there are some skills on IXL that we worked through. We found the central angles of circles that were missing. We found the area of a circle, and we did some problem solving on circles. All right, I hope this video helped you work your way through those practice skills. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.